This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Revival Gold, Mr. Hugh. Agro. Hugh, I would ask you how you're doing, but given today's news, I assume you're doing pretty well. How are things?
Oh, it's just great. It's a culmination of a lot of work, and so today is a great day.
I've been an early shareholder of Revival Gold, but two, more importantly, a big backer of the management team early on. Before today's news, I've gone on the record over and over saying how great the team was, how methodical the team was, and I think the news today is a testament to the quality of the team and all the work that you've been doing. Let's get right to it. You announced what you described as a substantial resource increase at the Bear Track Arnett project, the past producing Bear Track Arnett Gold project. Let me provide a bit of context and then I'll let you take it away. You now have approximately 3 million ounces across all categories. Big increase in the indicated category, increase in the inferred category. You have multiple scenarios, and I love this. You were conservative. You did all this at $1,400 gold, which, of course, with gold trading at $1,575, gives people a good snapshot as to the potential economics in the future, because I know that you're setting the table for a PEA. Before we get into all those details, congrats first off, and please provide the details. Fill in the blanks there for us, Hugh.
Thank you, Gerardo. First, thank you for recognizing the team. It is a team effort, and it takes a lot of expertise to do this kind of work, and it's something that we've been busy at for a number of months here now. We've got a super explorationist in Steve Priestmeyer, our VP Exploration, our General Manager Pete Blakely, former General Manager for the operation at Bear Track, so a lot of in-depth knowledge and understanding. And, at the board level, we've got folks like Wayne Hubert, our chairman, who's done it before with Andean Resources, Don Byrack, Idaho resident and a longtime and well-regarded explorationist across the Cordillera, and this kind of guidance and strategic leadership is what makes all the difference for Revival Gold. And then we've got the input of our consultants, Roscoe Postal Associates, a really well-regarded firm that did this resource update, and all the analysis behind it, including on the metallurgical side, with input from SGS and from John Marsden. So, a really good team, and thank you for recognizing the efforts of the team and the quality of the work that's come from it. Yes, there's lots of detail there, and we are very methodical, but as we know in the mining industry, there's lots of things that can go wrong, so you want to make sure you've covered all the bases. And I think we've done that with this release. 3 million ounces is the headline, but if you kind of dig down into it a little further, you can see that we've got a big quantity of leachable material in the order of 600,000 ounces, and that's the relatively quick opportunity for us to potentially produce gold from this project. And then in the longer term, we've got this large and growing mill resource, which puts us on a really different level in terms of the scale of the project, and recognizing that there's only 5 gold mines in all of the United States that produce more than 300,000 ounces a year. This is important, and the scale that we've developed and that we're looking at and conceptualizing for Bear Track and the mill scenario puts us in that league.
The news has been very well received by the market, and despite that, you're still just, you have a market cap of approximately 37 million Canadian. This resource estimate now pegs the resource across all categories at about 3 million ounces. I know that privately you feel that the exploration potential is tremendous, and I'll go on the record and say the way I did before about the fact that you would reach 3 million ounces. I think you're well on your way now to 5 million ounces. I would love for you to provide a brief overview of the exploration upside, because it's still substantial.
It is substantial, and it's quite obvious to the educated folks who get out to the project that we have this potential. We've now locked up 5,400 hectares, over 12,000 acres of land, including about 11 kilometers of favorable strike in the Bear Track Panther Creek shear zone, and we know that over 5 kilometers of that's mineralized. We have, as you've said, close to 3 million ounces in that system, and then the balance at Arnett. But we've got another doubling of the strike potential in the property position. And furthermore, we have drill permits in the main area, and we have additional permits coming into play for this year. So lots of catalysts ahead for growing the resource, growing the potential economics of the project, not just through the drill bit, but as you pointed out at the outset, we also will move to economics on the leach restart project. And given the brownfield nature and the existing plant infrastructure that's there, I think we have a head start to potentially producing cash flow from this project.
Given today's reaction in the market and the volume in the stock, I have to believe there are a lot of new eyes on the company. Can you provide a quick overview of the significant infrastructure advantage that you have over some of your, exploration peers, frankly?
Yeah, maybe some context to start. There's two big gold companies in the universe of public gold companies. That's Barrick and Newmont, of course. There's another half dozen above 10 billion market cap in the space, and then beneath that, you've got 3 dozen producing companies, gold or silver, that are beneath 10 billion market cap and above a $500 million market cap, and then another 3 dozen below that. So there's 6 dozen gold producers who are, if they're not looking to replace reserves, are looking to grow their reserves and their resources as they try and sustain their businesses. And I think that's a healthy market for us to look to beyond our institutional equity investor base that we chase after, and the retail and family offices. So lots of investors for us to potentially speak to about this project who are looking for gold exposure in the United States, safe geography. And I think that's the key here, is we got to get out and get this message of the scale, the magnitude, the importance of this project out to the broader audience.
You got the team, you got the infrastructure, you're in the right jurisdiction. You're, in my opinion, severely undervalued, even just relative to your peers at this stage of development. And that's basing it on the 3 million ounces, not on the 5 that I think you're on your way to. Hugh, nothing else to say. Congratulations, and I can't wait for the details of, a potential restart of the heap leach operations at Bear Track and the PEA, which I know will be forthcoming in due time.
Yeah, no. First job is to get the message out. Thank you for taking the opportunity to hear about the project, and we'll report back in due course.
Appreciate it, Hugh. Thanks again.
Okay, Gerardo.